Hey there everybody, Scudder here today, and I'm bringing you guys an update today. As many of you know, I have been following this Restore America plan and Guardians of the Republic thing pretty closely for the last several weeks. I, like most other people, got interested in this when the letters were issued to the governors, and that made mainstream media news. And so I started investigating it to see what it was all about, because I didn't know. I was like a lot of people, and we just didn't know anything about it. And the thing is that there were parts of what they were trying to do or proposing to do that actually sounded interesting and like it could benefit those of us here in the United States. So I was interested to find out exactly what it was all about. Now, you guys know I've already done 2 other videos about this situation, and I still have been kind of on the fence, but as normal I was a little skeptical, and now I found out I was skeptical with good reason. Last night Sam Kennedy did his weekly radio show, and he confirmed a lot of what I had already thought about this situation. And let me read you a quote from his radio show last night. 8 weeks ago, the Guardian elders, at the urging of Tim Turner and Sam Davis, entered into a secret alliance with outside elements to create what is basically a shadow government, a secret banking cartel, in the form of a secret trust, in an attempt to take control of all of the Federal Reserve assets, your DTC accounts, and all of the functions of government. Now, Sam says that all of this was done behind his back without any of his knowledge. And he goes on for 2 hours to give probably one of the most scathing and exposing stories that I have heard in a very long time. He goes into quite intimate details about things that have happened in the Guardians of the Republic, things that have happened to the grand juries and the jurors, things that have happened between the elders. He names names. He spills it all out. And see, I had been working for a couple of weeks taking notes on all of this, trying to piece everything together. And I had this big video planned where I was going to bring more information to you guys to tell you what I found and get you to give me some feedback and help me figure some things out about this. But I don't even have to do that anymore, because Sam did it all last night. Now, I'm going to give you guys the link to the radio show. It'll be down below there. It's a 2-hour show. You can listen to part 1 and part 2. And Sam pretty much spills it all out. Now, you know, I realize and agree that there is always 2 sides to every story. I'm not involved with the Guardians of the Republic at all, so I don't know really very many people involved with it other than people that have responded to me here on YouTube. So there are 2 sides to every story, but it would seem that there have been a lot of things that have gone on, a lot of corruption, a lot of lying, a lot of people that have been involved, that have been investing their time, their hearts, their money, have been lied to, have been scammed. It's pretty damaging, to say the least. So, you know, you guys can listen to the radio show and hear what Sam has to say, and you can decide for yourselves. One little piece of information that I did want to bring to you guys, and this is something that I found interesting, is that last week, or week before last, Sam did a radio show, and in that radio show he gave out the 3 websites that were the official websites of the Guardians of the Republic and the Restore America plan. And I went and looked up those websites because I was curious and I wanted to see who owned the websites. Now, one of the websites is www.guardiansofthefreerepublics.com, and that website is registered to Copper Cards EA. Now, the next one is www.GOTFR.com, and that is registered to Infotelesis Inc. The next one is www.therestoreamericaplan.com, and that is also registered to Infotelesis Inc. Now, Sam said that those were the 3 official websites. Any of the other nets, orgs, all of that were not part of them. They had nothing to do with it. Now, all 3 of those websites, those registrants that I told you, those are companies that are owned by a man by the name of Clive Boustred. Now, I did some digging on Clive Boustred, and interestingly enough, just thought I would tell you this, www.GOTFR.org, which is not supposedly part of the official websites of Guardians of the Republic, is also owned by Clive. Now, I did some research on Clive, and it was reported in an interview several weeks back. Sam was asked point blank if he knew who Clive was, and he said that he did not know who Clive was. He denied knowing him. Yet I find it interesting that all 3 of their official websites are registered to the same man. So I did some investigating on who this Clive person is, because I figured if he's involved, he may be part of this Guardians of the Republic, so I might have some information that I can learn from him. And Clive Boustred is part of the patriot type freedom movement, I guess you can say. But there was some interesting information found about him on one of the forums, and I'm going to link that information down below for you guys. Pay attention to the post from a lady by the name of Liberty Gal, I believe is her name. Pay attention to those posts, and you may have to scroll through several pages. But it bears some research for you guys who are involved in this and are dedicating your time and money to it. You might want to know who else is involved in all this. Now, as for my part, I'm pretty much done. I won't do another video about this situation, but I wanted to bring this information to you guys because I'm afraid that people are getting hurt. There are people who are already strapped for money. They're in bad financial situations, and they're looking at this Restore America plan as some kind of miracle savior way to get out of their problems. And I think that they're going to end up getting hurt even worse in the long run. And that's why I have been so intent on trying to find out information about this. I don't want to see anyone else get hurt. You guys who have been writing me and have been kind of bashing me, saying that I'm not a patriot and all of that because I don't support this plan, well, I'm looking out for other people out there in our country. So if that makes me not a patriot, then I don't know, I guess that you'll just have to consider that I'm not a good person or something, because I'm looking out for the well-being of other people, and I think that a lot of people have already gotten hurt, and I think a lot of people are going to continue to get hurt if they continue to follow this. I don't know what the answer is. We've got problems in our country, and a lot of people are hurting. A lot of things are wrong. I don't know what the answer is, but in its present state, the Restore America plan is not it. So anyway, you guys, you do your own research, you come to your own conclusions, and you make up your own mind what you think. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.